welcome Fizz&Shai.
Fizz&Shai or Fizz&Shai?
Fizz&Shai or Fizz&Shai?
That's the first question.
What about the A? Is the whole A?
I think Shy A sounds weird, me personally.
What should it be?
Fizz&Shai or Fizz&Shai A?
Even Shai, they're like Shaya. I don't know.
Nah, man.
In other words, Shaya.
We've been battling with this for years now.
But my
We've been
nickname
wondering,
Shay, so
must we make
Your
it
name
now?
is
I
Shaylin.
might cut the A.
Well,
Yeah, cut
where did
the A.
name come from if it's not Shay, short for Shaylin?
Exactly, so Shay.
Shay. Take the A out.
I'm changing our name, guys. I'm cutting the
Okay.
A.
Okay, rebrand is in full effect.
Rebrand. Alright.
I want to kick it off first time.
yeah.
Like, first, I want to get into it first
Straight
time.
into it.
You guys obviously come up in an era where you guys played a lot and played a lot of different genres and everything, you know. So we had this conversation off pod obviously a couple of weeks, maybe in a few months ago, where I asked you guys, how did you make that decision to just go strictly deep house and decide that this is our brand, this is what we do? Because obviously you guys were on the radio, you guys did hip hop and R&B, people would book you for that also, and then I'm sure that was a tough decision.
So, obviously, you know, we started DJing individually at first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
I actually didn't know that.
She started in 2014, I started in 2015, and then we became a duo. So I started with Deep House. And then Deep House wasn't really a thing back then, so it was difficult to get into places or getting booked. People didn't know who we were.
It's crazy to think of a time that Deep House wasn't big. Like it was always
It was
just
difficult to build your
the
brand.
background kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's difficult to build your brand if you're starting out. And we obviously didn't know much about the scene or whatever. So then, you know, our first bookings was clubs, the address and stuff. We can't play Deep House at 2 a.m. So then we started playing hip-hop, R&B, commercial, and then we got to a point where we're like, nah, we're not even enjoying it anymore.
Yeah.
And then once we started playing Deep House again, we were like, this is it.
Yeah. But those kind of bookings were very limited. And if you did get that booking, it would probably be around 7 o'clock. There's nobody there. You're playing music for the bartenders, and no one's seeing you. So now with that, we were like, okay, we're not going to make money here. How are we going to eat if we're not... Wait, can you hear me now? we're not gonna get gigs if we are not going to accept commercial gigs or gigs where we can play R&B, because who wants to listen to Deep House at 3 a.m. in the morning?
But I also feel like it's good that we experience the other genres.
Yeah.
Like we can play hip hop, we can play R&B, we experience the commercial, but it's not for us. And I mean, if you're playing Deep House, that time you're gonna get one booking every 3 months. So
yeah, it was a tough decision.
What was the turning point for you guys? Because I've personally known you guys since, I mean, we're talking almost 10 years now. And it feels like, I want to say lockdown was a sort of turning point, right?
Yeah,
was it one big YouTube video, something on social media? What was the change? Because you guys look like you blew up out of nowhere, but people don't know you've been doing it for years.
we couldn't get any gigs, obviously, during COVID. So we're like, okay, let's start shooting live recordings, because there wasn't a lot of people doing it. Once we started doing that, we're like, Deep House. We started prepping. We're like, this is our brand now. We're rebranding Deep House. Once we started posting, then we saw, the views are like, people's enjoying it.
Yeah, but even during COVID, we were still playing R&B. We were playing commercial. But we were not enjoying it at all. It wasn't us, because when we started, our love was for Deep House, but we couldn't do it.
Even at the address, when we would play a commercial set, we're like, yo, do we really have to play now?
Yeah.
And then we got to the point where we're like, we playing stuff we're not enjoying, so...
Then what's the point of doing it if you don't like it?
Exactly.
So,
Coming back to what Dee said, you know, there's a fulfilling thing that you need to have inside of you first. Otherwise, you're just doing a job. And that's... we got into this because DJing and creativity and artistry is against the system. It is against, you know, the 9-to-5 way of thinking of these are the rules, this is the system, and this is what you follow. So when that world comes into our world, there's a feeling inside of us that says this doesn't feel good. You know, we're trying to do it because we enjoy it first, and we know there's other people that enjoy it. So I think you maybe found your audience.
Yeah, and lockdown really helped us a lot. Like people noticed us for Deep House and what we actually play, so that helped us with our brand.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask you guys, we've spoken a number of times actually about issues that you guys have faced with bookings, with going overseas, with all those things. But a lot of the times, I always get the perception that there is a extra 5, 6, 7 hurdles that you have to go through because you're females, and there's 2 of you as well, and you're independent. You know, you don't have anybody representing you. It is you, and you are making decisions and actions based on your own knowledge and your own expertise. What are sort of those problems that you guys face over and over again?
The main issue isn't even like, you know, people say, females can't do what men do. It's not even about DJing anymore. It's about, like, when we get booked with a promoter, they see we females and now they don't treat you with respect. So they don't pay you rate on time, even though you say in the contract. They all drunk, firstly. They don't drop you at home when you want to go home. We have no bouncers because they feel like they can take care of us. They send payments late. We have bad experience. Get booked into brothels, men licking faces.
Yes, we got booked into a brothel. For accommodation one time.
Brothel?
A brothel.
You got booked in to stay at a brothel for accommodation.
200 like yellow sheets.
Where was this?
They thought we stayed for 30 minutes.
Where?
We played in Germiston.
Ish.
Alberton.
That's where's Toomey? That's his people, bro.
Where's Toomey? That's insane.
So we left. We drove home.
Luckily that day we had a rental car, so we could we took the
Booked our own
I think.
stuff, yeah. And then to top it off, the guy fetches us. Drunk, drinking black labels. The car can't start. We must jump start the car. We drive in, we get pulled over by cops. They have to pay the cops because they fucking drunk. Sorry, they drunk as... Yeah. Okay, get to the event. Decks are terrible. They don't have Coca-Colas. They don't have toilet paper. Done. Done.
So do you feel like, I know you mentioned about bouncers and security and getting taken home. You know, obviously I can travel to any city by myself, get on a plane, get in an Uber by myself, no problem. You guys have a genuine fear for safety in some of these situations because it might be a brand new promoter, brand new venue, people you don't know, and you're asking for minimum things like just peace of mind and sense of security, and now you're getting booked into brothels. Like, it's funny, but it's fucked up.
It's not funny.
Yeah. No, we laugh. Everybody
That's
laughs,
not
bro.
funny.
Yeah.
And you know what also happens there, like besides like a brothel story like that, sometimes you feel like, okay, I can trust this person, the promoter. We have mutual friends. I know you, I maybe know your daughter, or I know your son. I'm coming to play at your club. But it will be the same person that follows you into your hotel room when they're just supposed to drop you off. Now they are inside your hotel room and they're not wanting to go home. They're drunk and now it's...
Sitting there. We can't get done, we can't sleep. Chilling with this random man.
And you don't have the luxury of demanding that you can maybe fly your boyfriend with you or something like that. They won't pay for that. So now you're forced to be in a situation where you are alone and you're there by yourself. And they take advantage of that. Yeah.
Like with men, it's different. Obviously, they won't try their luck. They will take you home if you want to go home. They will seat you, but with us, it's...
Yeah. They are sitting
Have you
behind coffee.
guys thought about it though? Like, obviously you guys are independent, but have you thought about like rolling around with management, a security or two?
Are they going to pay?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I feel like you guys are also in a position where, because you guys are known for what you do and it's become more of a niche, and if people want something in that specific genre, they'll come and find you. I feel like you guys might be in a position where you could say, we do have a bouncer and a manager that needs to be with us at all times.
It's a little difficult because they already get you, so that's now 2 flights already.
Excluding the rate and accommodation, so...
So then they become reluctant. They just don't want to book
Has it maybe also occurred to you that maybe there is an option where you guys maybe sacrifice on the rate for the peace of mind? Not that you should.
We do though.
We
do. But
it still doesn't work out like that.
It doesn't.
I don't know, what would be a way forward then, just to ensure that for you guys?
People need to stop being assholes. That's the way forward.
Yeah,
bro.
again,
Respect that.
moral of the story.
It
just
shouldn't be
good.
up to you to to force or lose out on money or anything like that, so that you can feel, safe. It's
And the thing
it's
is, you don't
ridiculous.
know what to expect when you get there. So you put in all your trust in this person,
Yeah.
and then obviously once you're there, you can't change anything.
Yeah.
Like, you're there.
And they always seem legit and like good people before you get there. Yeah. And they change on you.
You know,
Go
Kapan.
Matzo.
That's insane. That's
So-
honestly insane.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be an hour-long segment like Easy and Ready, but I do want to ask you guys, what do you think is next for Fizz&Shai?
Producing.
yeah.
Oh.
I was hoping
Yeah.
you'd say that.
It's not even a new thing. We started this during COVID. We did some classes because we've always wanted to produce.
Where's the exclusives?
Anyway,
You can play.
and then I think that place had to close down, the place that we were learning from. And then we also just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
Musty over here starting to learn the saxophone, so we were
Yeah.
going to incorporate that into our sets.
saxophone
dope.
and
Live sets, type of vibe, and own music, but it takes time. We're still young.
What is your take on that? Because like from a I don't know, but for me personally, I think like from a deep house perspective, I would say that song selection is definitely reigns supreme in where you guys are at, because everyone wants to have the unshazamables. Like Shazam don't work. This person is asking what is that song. That person wants to know what producer made this. So between like song selection and skill and technicality, obviously, where do you guys rank that?
I think with the deep house scene, it's a little bit too, I don't want to say closed off, but you get these exclusives and yeah, you got stuff that people can't Shazam, but the public wants to also listen to this music and be able to just quickly search it on iTunes, but now they have to wait 10 months quickly for this producer to release it. It's nice to have those kind of exclusives, but I feel like,
It works for them
yeah,
at the end.
Yeah.
Like to obviously boost their music. Love doing that for them, helping them boost their songs, but for the audience it's a
Yeah.
bit difficult. I don't know.
Is that part the reason why you guys also started or ventured into producing at the time, is so that you guys can also do the whole, we have exclusives, we give it to popular
Not even
DJs in
that,
the
we want to
scene?
play our own music.
Yeah,
Like,
is
we
that
want to
the end
enjoy
goal?
our sound that we love.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's a
obviously-
couple of events that will only book you. Wait.
No, you can say it, it's fine. It's fine, you can say it.
Usually most events, they book you because you produce.
Or maybe you
Yeah.
just dropped an EP quickly and they want you to
Yeah.
play it. So you're going to struggle in a sense where if you're
Yeah.
not producing, you're going to struggle with bookings.
Yeah. On that note, how do you guys feel about the producer DJ chat? Because like you said, now there are certain institutes out there who book you purely for the fact that you're a producer. You might not be the best DJ, but then again, it is deep house. Me personally, I've been in a situation where I've had a deep house DJ share a lineup with me, or should I say me with them, and they spent an hour, probably played maybe 15 songs, because the songs are 7 minutes long, and you're standing there and you're like, okay, cool, I get it. That's your music, but what's so special about it, you know? It's like, it's your music, what's so special about it? You're not doing anything fancy, you're not showing the crowd anything different to what you've produced already. So what's your take on the whole producer DJ chat?
I mean, if your songs are popping, they only book relevant producer DJs. They never book underrated ones. So wherever they do book, people enjoy the music, they know about it. It's top class, it's trending over TikTok. So I don't know. I've seen producers that are DJs that's super good. So I don't have anything bad to say about them. Like the DJs that I've seen, they are actual DJs and they produce. So I don't have anything bad to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just.
We're not looking for you to say something bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've
Watch
set the
what I
vibe.
say,
here.
yeah.
Okay, wait, I'm not going to watch what I say. I also have seen fantastic producers that's maybe not so lacquer on the decks, but the music's good, so they want the producer to play the songs that they produce, even though
They can't
Can't
really
really
say,
say.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think,
That happens with I'm a piano teacher now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's the
1,000%.
thing.
I think it's better than a producer that's getting booked to play their music and then they don't play their music and then they still can't DJ well either. So then there's really no point.
Yo,
But people don't care.
that's
If you
my
play
take.
music, if you're dancing, that's fine. They
Yeah,
don't
that's
care
my
about
take on the producer DJ chat. Because what do you mean you're a producer, but you don't play a single one of your songs in your set?
That happens a lot.
No, that does.
happens a lot.
Because that's a conversation that Calvin and I had. It's like you are known for producing more so than DJing,
Yeah.
and you are known for your music, but the 7, 8, 10 times that I've seen you play, I haven't heard you play a single one of your own songs.
The DJs, they feel overwhelmed for certain events and they feel like they need to play
Stuff that people know.
stuff that people know and play the exact same as like a headline event.
No,
before
but
headline.
that's silly because you're getting booked for your own music and your production value.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Must ask them.
It's weird. It's weird.
Body length.
Do we have any questions from the
For
audience?
Fizz&Shai, anything?
Don't
Don't be shy, guys. Come on.
be shy, eh?
Shailen's single.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
What does that have to do with anything?
In case somebody's trying to shoot their shot here.
Are you single? Hey.
Are you?
Okay, so no questions then.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
we're cool.
okay.
But yeah.
Any final words from you guys? Anything you want to get off your chest?
Nah, take it home with me.
Agent of chaos here in front, bro.
I don't know.
Nah.
Playing
There's a lot
in
of
tonight?
competition out there, you know.
Yeah.
That gets to us sometimes, but
Of course.
we'll stick to doing us.
Yeah, shout
It
out.
makes us different. I'm not gonna be forced to play a certain genre, but it's not me.
Yeah. Also, when is the first single coming out?
No, man. You'll see.
We have one Faiza on the saxophone and Shay on the drums.
Crazy.
Xylophone.
Oh. Anyways, first Fizz&Shai single, December 23rd. I put it into the universe.
Let's go.
Hey,
Like
Uncle-
you're gonna play it.
A
but
Christmas
okay.
is going to be a
Hey,
deep house remix of Mariah Carey's.
No.
Crazy.
It's okay, man.
Anyways, if you hear me put Mariah Carey vocals over Fizz&Shai's first song, mind your business.
Mind your damn
Mind your business. But yeah, thank you, Fizz&Shai. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Where's coins? Get coins for us there. Cool. Sorted. Yeah, welcome to the hot seat. Insertcoinz.
Ching.
What are you, co-founder of Broke? Co-founder of Broke. So for people who don't know, Ace, aka Original Kaapstad Pansula, and Insertcoinz are cousins. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, now you know.
There you go.
Yes, they founded Broke. Shout out to Broke Klubhouse once again for hosting us today. I remember I hit coins up last week and I was like, brother, what do you guys got going on first Thursday? He's like, nothing. Like, cool. Can we host our live panel there? And before I even finished, he was like, say less. We'll put it on the calendar.
Shout out.
We'll lock it in. So yeah, shout out for having us, bro. Yeah, look, I wanna hop straight into it. Last week at Souk, we had a little mixer, right? Where it was like a networking thing. You can come in, get a drink, have something to eat, and you guys can talk about like stuff that you do. So I wanna know from your side, and I posed the question earlier.
Is it on?
It is on, but you can swap. I posed the question on that night, though. So Josh posed the question. What was the moment that you felt that Broke Klubhouse was alive, or Broke itself was alive, and that you guys were out of here?
I feel like 2020 when we first launched, that's when we realized like actually we're onto something and this thing is actually moving. So like that's when I would say I really saw this thing becoming something. So like yeah.
What was that like core defining moment? Like for a lot of the people, it would be at an event, it would be during a set. You know, what was that core defining moment for you personally?
I personally, I won't lie to you because I have a lot of moments. I feel like every week there's a moment in my life where I'm celebrating something or approving of something which I've been wanting. So like it's really tough picking out moments as to like which is one moment that I'm fond of. But it's on some like what I try and do is like I try and live for today. if I conquer today, tomorrow it's another day. So that's what I look forward to, the next day, rather than like what I've done.
Yeah. So you basically on a one day at a time momentum.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, powerful.
Yeah.
Me, but also, I actually started that thing recently where it's like one day at a time. You know, I decided recently to take this lifestyle and this DJ thing on a full-time basis. You know, so it's where all my energy and my hard work is focused to right now. And I told myself, you know, I wrote it on my whiteboard. I said, one day at a time, because that's all we can do in this particular industry. You've obviously been around and you have a wealth of experience within Cape Town, within Joburg, and also recently Dubai. I think you might just be another resident there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you might just be a resident. So just chat to us about your Dubai experience. You know, obviously the first time going there, back the second time, and now recently you've been there again. How has that been?
Oh, yeah. I won't lie to you, that's been an eye-opening experience. What I would say is the experience has taught me so much about myself and also about the culture and this thing that we're involved in. It's on some, it's slowly growing, and right now South Africa with Amapiano and all the motion that it has, be onto something, and it's up to you as an individual as to like how do you place yourself in the midst of it all, and how are you taking advantage of this time that we're on. Yeah. So like, yeah.
And what's a life like on that side? Because obviously it's different, you know?
Yeah. You know, like life is calm, you know, people are living. I really like how they stand by their values, how they live life, how their systems are set up, you know, and I wish we could learn a thing or two. Our government, if they could implement a couple of things from that side, I feel like we would thrive as a country, because South really has a vibe like no other. And if only we get the right government and the right leaders, I feel like South Africa stands a chance at being one of the best countries in the world. So like, yeah. I don't know.
Yo, Coins, bro, I want to ask you the value of being a part, such a gigantic part of a brand that is as big as Broke is now. Of course, your relevancy and your popularity increases regardless of what you're doing in your DJ career. So obviously that's going to help push any other endeavor. If you were to do art, fashion, whatever the case may be, you know, being a part of something this big. Tell us the importance and the value for creating a brand for not only yourself, but as a collective, something that runs, that isn't just coins, but this is us together, and how that carries you as an individual because of the group.
Well, what I would say is Broke is a movement, Broke is a lifestyle, Broke is a life experience. Us, we just there to contribute or more or less steer the ship into the right direction. But Broke is beyond us. Broke is supposed to exist without us being involved. So hence why, like most of the time, I tell people like, yo, I do music in Broke. You know, you don't ask me about clothes, don't ask me about anything else. But when it comes to music, I'm the guy who's gonna answer the questions. So with that being said, is on some, I'm a musician full time. And that's what I'm really passionate about. And Broke is an energy that we all contributing towards.
For sure. And on the topic of music, you know, Workaholics, the project has started about a year ago, I would say. Just over a year?
Yeah, a year or two.
A year or two? Yeah. And I mean, you guys you're making music now, you know, you're pushing that side of things. So being a duo, it's something that we new to. And obviously the success of Workaholics as it is now, what are you preferring more, the individual Insertcoinz brand or Workaholics as a group?
I feel like
That's the spirit of Klubhouse.
What I would say is Insertcoinz, I bring Insertcoinz to the Workaholics. So I would say the Workaholics is a bigger project than Insertcoinz, because that's two individuals who are bringing different experiences, different inputs into this one project, you know. Whereas as Insertcoinz, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do on my own type thing. But with Workaholics, I need to consider someone else. I need to be aware of their well-being and their contributions. So I feel like that's why like also Broke is the bigger project, because we all channeling different energy into this one thing. So like
the power of collaboration, you know, it's a give and take situation where it's not just all you and everything's riding on you. It's really being brave enough to trust somebody else with something that is your baby as well, you know. It's extremely powerful, man, for sure. And you guys are doing great work, bro. Shout out.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Also, shout out for the feature on the DJ Lag album.
Oh yeah, shout out.
That was moves, bro. That was powerful. How did that come about?
Shout out to Amira, boss lady Amy. She's the homie. We've been working together these past few months, and she made it happen. And you know, and initially we wanted Leg on our project, but he was working on his project. I was like, yo, I can't
Do both.
Yeah. So let's rather focus on my album now. Then whereas things start getting, it's also on tour. Like as things start getting lesser, we can actually focus on the Workaholics thing. With us, it's on something like, we no pressure. We also have our own plans and timelines as to like what we want. But hopefully we're gonna cash in on that. Yeah, on that.
So there is a project in the works.
Yeah, a lot of projects.
Yeah, so for the people who don't know, Space Sound is the record label that belongs to Broke.
Yeah.
And you are head of music. Space Sound? Head of music for Space Sound, yeah. So obviously it's you, it's Roscoe, International Pansula, Elston also belongs to the label. And you guys have been pushing the music thing for a while now. So besides the project, you know, you did mention other stuff. What else are you working on?
Yo, bro, we're working on a lot of things. Right now, I feel like in life, we're in a space where we are able to see through all the ideas that we had, and the timing is allowing for us to try and execute every idea that we can. But rather than that, we have a lot of things coming through. We've got music coming through. We're looking on doing a world tour. We're looking on doing more collabs with other brands, other musicians, and there's a lot of exciting things on board.
Yeah, powerful. There's also another thing that I also want to touch on and just mention out. So I think it was 2021. You guys had the Boileroom Maritime collab. Yeah. How did that happen? And what was your experience working with Boileroom on something of that grand scale? Because you watch our podcast and you know that we've spoken about the Boileroom situation before, where they don't come to Cape Town and they don't interact with Cape Town, and that was like the last time that they did. So how did that come about, and what's your take on how Boileroom is operating these days?
Well, Boileroom came by Bino. Bino used to work at Dr. Goose, and the Boileroom team, they were in town, they were shopping. So that lady just asked, yo, what's going on in the city? Who's doing what's what, who's who, and whatever. And Bino's like, yo, parties, in terms of parties, you get your prime, you get your whatever. He starts telling us like what's going on. And she's like, okay, fine, interesting, let's exchange Instagram handles and see what we can do. They exchange handles, and Bino Suma sent like 20 plus messages with videos as to like, yo, this is the party that we throw with Broke, this is Broke, yada yada yada. He sent like so many gang messages.
Shameless plug.
You get me? So like he really plugged the brand, he plugged us. And they were like, oh, this is interesting, we like the vibe, we like what you guys are got going on. And how about we do Boileroom with you guys? We're like, oh, say let's come through. And that's just how it came about, you know?
Yeah.
And also like piecing it together, it was really a nice, fun experience. You know, they had it was our first time doing a party of that scale, because they have the budget, they have the resources, and it was really fun being a part of that. Then when it comes to like putting together the show as to like how the flow of the show, I feel like that's my favorite moment, because I was heading that was my job, as to like setting the mood, and I feel like I'm really proud of how the show came about. like having Corey Lospa opening the set with the Kwaito set, and I specifically asked him, like, personally, like, yo, I would love to hear Kwaito set from you. And I was like, nah, say less. And how he started the night, he set the tone, and that was beautiful. Fizz&Shai, they just left the set now. They went crazy also. And then I was said, I'm really not happy about our set, but it's just to...
I'm not gonna lie, watching that set, so I live streamed the event from my house, and like watching that set, it was chaos, bro.
It was chaotic.
Like, look here, it got to the point of where there's probably like 10 rows of people behind you, and everyone is pushing forward.
Yeah.
And you just see Coins do this, like, looking back at this, doing this, and I was like, that's chaotic, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening in that moment? What's going through your mind? Because you obviously played a back-to-back with the International Pansula also.
Now, a lot of nerves, a lot of excitement, of course, feeling overwhelmed as to like, really, we're really doing this. That was my first time at boileroom, first time curating, first time attending.
Yeah.
You know, so like also first time playing. So it was a full second moment for me. So the nerves really did kick in, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. And then, not to take up too much time, because I see the line is growing outside here for the party.
It's first Thursday, man.
Yeah, first Thursday, the people are outside. But hey, look, you've been spending a lot of time in Joburg as well, you know, and we somewhat have different views on Joburg and Cape Town. You know, Cape Town is home, obviously, but you also lived a couple years in Joburg, and you know the life and the scenery on that side a bit better. So what's your preference? Because you're always tweeting about Joburg being superior.
Is he?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I can explain. I'm from Joburg originally. Came to Cape Town like 2012, and it's been home ever since. I claim Cape Town. This is my city. This is when I figured out.
Cape Town claims you.
I don't mind. I really don't mind.
I'm saying it now. We claim you. We can't lose you to Joburg like that.
I claim Cape Town. I found myself in Cape Town. This is when I figured out who I am, what I want to be, and what I stand for. But the thing about Joburg is different, bro. Like the mindset, the mentality, they've got a go-getter mentality. They make things happen. They fight for whatever they want. Whereas in Cape Town, we're too relaxed. We're comfortable. We go to the beach whenever the sun is out. Yeah. You know,
whenever you stress.
You get me? Like we're too comfortable in Cape Town. That's why I would say Joburg. I always say Joburg, because it's like when I go to Joburg, things happen. Like it makes sense why they running the way they're running, because their scene allows for them to do so. And I would love for us to have the same energy as Joburg. Yeah. There's a lot of talent in Cape Town. I feel like we don't have proper structures for it to thrive, and that's my only thing.
Yeah. I'm close it off with a question. Cape Town DJs or Joburg DJs?
Tough. Very tough. Very tough. I would say. And the thing about Joburg is, bro, Joburg is a consumer city. People from Joburg, they consume culture. Yeah. In Joburg, there's everything for everybody. Like, you've got a crowd everywhere, you know? Whereas in Cape Town, we also do have our own things going on. We've got the deep house scene, we've got the techno scene, then we've got us with the indie kids, I don't know. Yeah, we're there, like the in-betweeners. So like Cape Town, there's no much room to try out new things, you know. Yeah. We always complain about playing hip-hop sets. So if you play two modern songs, people don't react. Then when you play old school music, people still complain. Whereas in Joburg, you can get a crowd for anything. You get brews who are into jazz. You've got brews who are like into dub techno. So like I always enjoy playing in Joburg because I can play literally new music that people that don't know, and they'll vibe with me. Yeah. So like I would say Joburg DJs, they have an upper hand where they are able to experiment more than we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Is there anybody in the crowd who wants to ask Coins a question?
Yeah.
Okay, that's can we have anything for coins before we close off?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to you guys for coming out. Thank you for Coins, Fizz&Shai, Ready D, Easy. Thank you to Broke Klubhouse for hosting us. This is amazing. This is so much more than we could ever have expected, and really thankful and blessed for this opportunity to speak about the world that we're in. To new people that don't know us and that maybe don't know anything about this world, and it's really important for us to share these stories and these experiences to make it better for everybody so that we can all win. So yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Broke, shout out to Coins, shout out to everybody us. And yeah, many more of these to come, Ready D did say earlier he likes the platform and we should open it up more often, so we will. And one more thing, Coins told me on the side, Cape Town DJs over Joburg DJs.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Shout out, guys. Thank you.